Hey everybody, it's Glenda Meyer with Mad Mortgage, and I'm here with Albert Garza with Allison James.
Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm Albert Garza. We're sitting here this morning talking money, going over what it would take for my buyers to actually get into a home, and we'd like to share it with you.
Yep, so I'm going to do a little bit of math, and hopefully this helps. So this is how the down payment grant would work for veterans. Since for military people, you don't have to have a down payment as long as you're buying in San Diego under 612,000. So we're just going to take a little condo that's about 350. Albert found a lot of them that are really, really good, and so we're just going to do some really quick math for you so you can see how this works in action. So we're going to do a $350,000 sales price, and because you're a veteran, you're at zero down payment. So zero down payment. So that makes your loan amount 350. High finance, that's a loan amount. So your closing costs are about 2% of the sales price. So we're going to say for now it's about 7,000. And I know that sounds high, but you're prepaying almost a year of taxes, a year of insurance. You have HOA dues if there's a condo, escrow, title, appraisal, all kinds of stuff. So we'll definitely go over those with you individually. But for now, we're just going to use 7,000 as a cost. This program, it charges 1.5 points, which is kind of a bummer, but we're going to give you the money to cover that. So we're going to talk about that 1.5 points as a program fee. And so that's basically 12,000, your total cash to close. However, we are going to give you 10,500 as a down payment grant. So it is 3% down payment assistance. And what that is, it is not a loan. It does not have to be repaid. It is instant equity you get in your property because you are not having to pay this money back. It just goes to you, and that's the end of that. So it's very cool. We've been doing a lot of them lately. It's been working out really great. We just closed one where the guy had to come in with about $5,000. That was it, and he was super thrilled. So in
Five,
this, hmm?
He came in $5,000 on a $500,000 house.
Yeah, on a $500,000 house. Good point. So
Yes.
2,000 is cash from buyer, and a lot of times because we have a proprietary home buyer approval program that we've been using all year with 100% success rate. Chances are we can get the seller to pay that $2,000 for you so that you are in for zero. But let's just say it's going to be cash from buyer or a seller credit. So that's how the cash works. So you're going to basically be into a $350,000, probably going to be a condo, $350,000 condo for about $2,000 out of pocket, which is cheaper than renting.
Yeah.
Now, as far as payments go, that's the next piece of it. And
Yeah.
let me see if I can make this a little higher. Okay, perfect. So payments. Payments are going to be, your loan amount's going to be $350,000. And right now the rate's 4.25. Now that's going to be a little bit higher than what you could get out there without getting the $10,000 grant. But we can always do a VA streamline later and get you into a better rate when you're not needing a lender credit. So we'll just say refi later, but for now that's what you're looking at. So just principal and interest on the payment, that's going to be $1,721. So that's principal, interest, that's your loan. Then you also have $444 we're estimating for tax and insurance. And we're seeing, what are you seeing, Albert, for normal HOA fees?
Like for the area around here, it's right about $300 or so.
Okay. So we're going to use $300. Sometimes it's $250, sometimes it's $350. The really nice condos sometimes are $400, but you get a lot of goodies for that. So we're just going to say $300 for now. That's giving you a total payment of $2,465. So that's maybe a little bit more than what you would be paying for rent, but the tax benefits and the appreciation and the loan pay down, it's easy for Albert and I to show you that within 2 years you'll be $30,000 ahead, but that's for another time. So right now at 2465, then we can also, as long as you're making under 109,000 a year, we can get you an MCC tax credit. So what that does is that gives you a tax credit. It is not a tax write-off. You still get the normal tax write-off, but you also get this tax credit that is effective immediately. And that is I want to make that caps. Max, come on. MCC tax credit. I don't know how the print got bigger, but okay. So 247, that gives you a total payment of $222.18 as your total payment out the door.
That's awesome.
So if you're, renting a condo or a townhome, I see a typo. If you're renting a condo or a townhome and you are probably paying close to $2,200 a month in rent, for sure, first and last would be way more than $2,000. So if we can get you into a condo, there's a really good chance we can get you into one for zero or very close to zero with a $2,200 payment, and you could buy a house. So give me a call to go over the particulars as far as the money goes, and give Albert a call to go out and look at some property so we can get you started on this program.
Yeah, I thought that we were going over these numbers earlier for one of us, and kind of it hit me like we have to put this out. Not a lot of people see this, and when you go to banks, they don't tell you the whole aspect of everything. They just tell you the 1721 payment, and you're like, all right, let's go. And then when you add up all these numbers, you see, hey, it's only $2,200 that I can actually buy a house. That's perfect. Most people around here are paying like $2,500 in rent for
Right.
Wow, so, and sell it in years and make a couple extra bucks.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Good point. And there are some minor qualifications. The basic qualifications for this program are you have to have a 640 FICO score. And if your FICO score is under 640, we have credit repair that can help you with that. And the other qualification is you have to be making under 117,000, and you do not have to be a first-time home buyer for the down payment assistance. So even if you've owned a home in the last 3 years, you can definitely qualify for this, and you just need to get a hold of myself or Albert, and our information will be following shortly. So hopefully this changes your mind about buying a house.